Yo, what is going on YouTube? I am Germ here. Today, as you guys can see up on the screen, I wanted to talk a little bit about the Krispy Kreme IPO. This is actually the second time this company has IPO'd. They were public, they went back private, now they're going public once again, and the stock market has a ton of eyes on this company right now. This is ticker symbol DNUT. Yes, it is Dnut. They have a hilarious, awesome, great, bad, stupid, I don't know what you want to call it, ticker symbol, but I think it's pretty funny. But this stock was up 23% after the IPO. It looks like shares went live right around $17.50 and closed the day right around $21. They continued to kind of go up after hours, sitting at around $21.19 at the time that I'm recording this video. So this was overall a pretty good day. If you bought in at the IPO, even once it went live to the actual public, even at, those inflated prices that we usually get the IPOs at, you still were able to make money today. Obviously, intraday gains for most people are not really going to matter. We're looking towards at least the medium term, if not the long term, is where you're really going to make money. But people are wondering, what should we do with Krispy Kreme? Is this a good investment? Is this bad? Obviously everyone knows this company. Some people really love them. I'm definitely a big fan of their donuts. Some people hate them, and some people are just kind of calling out this investment as a bad idea. So in this video today, we'll be talking about what some people out there are saying right now about the Dnut IPO and what maybe the long-term outlook looks like for Krispy Kreme on the stock market. Definitely drop a like if you guys do enjoy this video. I'd appreciate it so much, and subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. With that being said, here we go. So what I want to talk about is this Reddit thread that actually came up today about Krispy Kreme. Obviously, this is an IPO, is a new thing they have going on, but this user, JEJAKQMQM, I don't know what that means. Hopefully it's nothing bad. If it is, please don't cancel me. But they made this post about "Do not fall for Krispy Kreme's IPO trap, a legacy brand with no organic growth that will remain unprofitable." These are obviously big accusations, having a company discussion. This is on the r/stocks subreddit. Maybe, a lot of people obviously don't like Wall Street bets, and they act like, oh, stocks is way more mature, stocks is way better, whatever. So this is an article coming from them, and the TLDR being short the fuck out of this, or buy puts once available. Obviously, options usually don't come out, I think, for a couple of weeks, like maybe 2 weeks after a stock IPOs. You usually start to see some options on the market. Maybe it's 1 week, maybe it's 2 weeks. I'm not exactly sure, but it does take some time. They don't go out right away. The company, riddled with a history of fraud, misleading investors, and deceitful accounting tactics, is being pumped to the public by a large private equity firm. So this guy starts out in his post by saying, "My God, this is one of the most blatant cash outs I've ever seen. CNBC has been pumping this name all morning and interviewed the CEO, who touted its new omni-channel strategy that will lead to better margins. The BS meter started going off, and I decided to read their S1 to see what's going on under the hood." So this guy's doing a little bit of his own due diligence here. He's really doing God's work. He's doing his research, putting it out there, and then we all just get to soak it in. That's what I like about, stock forums. That's what I like about YouTube, what I like about Reddit, all that stuff. Everyone only has so many hours in the day. There's only so much research you can do, and all of us have a couple of companies that we specialize in. I have a couple of my main companies that I really hard focus on. I can't be an expert on everything. I can't just turn into an expert on Krispy Kreme, one day when I'm working full time and doing YouTube and doing all this stuff. So I like, being able to read little bite-sized digestible posts like this. Obviously, you want to follow up with your own research before you start throwing too much money around or anything like that. But it is cool that this stuff is out there. So this guy says, Krispy Kreme used to be public in the 2000s. And that's the other thing, that I don't know the entire history of the stock market or the world. In 2000, I was 3 years old. So it's nice to get some backstory for a lot of this stuff as well. But anyway, Krispy Kreme used to be public in the 2000s. It was acquired by JAB Holdings in 2016 for $1.35 billion. Honestly, in the world of the stock market, that's not that much money. That'd be a pretty small market cap stock. Following numerous scandals of channel stuffing and overestimating revenues, execs would pretty much order shipments of donuts to be sent to franchises and claim sales to meet quarterly estimates. That's hilarious. There are other irregular accounting techniques used throughout the years, along with bullying tactics used against franchise owners, but you get the picture. Won't go into detail. So obviously this guy's making some big claims, some big accusations. So now, after a few years of being private, sprinkled with an acquisition, I can't talk, Insomnia Cookies, I've heard, is very good. I haven't been able to try it out yet, but that is definitely like on my bucket list. JAB decided it was time to cash out. In the presentation, Krispy Kreme emphasized its strong revenue growth, But this guy is saying that their organic revenue growth is a flat 1% at most when you strip out revenues from their debt-heavy acquisition, which is why their margins are just awful and are not going to improve. It also excludes new shops that were recently opened because it does not matter if you're growing as a company if you can't achieve economies of scale. You see it with a lot of companies who know that they can't be profitable emphasize revenue growth, which I think is very, very funny, and it makes a fair point. Again, I don't know the exact situations with Krispy Kreme or anything like that. I haven't really dove deep enough into it, but obviously this is very, very interesting stuff that I think people should know about. Krispy Kreme shouldn't trade at more than 1 times its revenue until it proves it can be profitable through some miraculous turnaround. At a $3 billion market cap currently, I forecast it is nearly 40% overvalued. This guy, this should be a $10 stock. Whoever the lead underwriter was for this IPO deserves a raise after pulling such a ridiculous multiple. I guess that's why companies go public when the market is at all-time highs. And again, that is another big thing to note. Since IPOs have been so hot recently, throughout pretty much all of 2020 and into 2021 as well, it does incentivize companies to IPO, to try and cash out, to take advantage of IPO mania. And Krispy Kreme is another great example of that. Whether or not this is a scam, whether or not they are cashing out, whatever, this stock is sitting at around, what did we say, $22, $23 now? At $21. And, you know, it was $17 before, and the people who have, or it was even lower than that, it was below $17 before. That's just what it ended up opening up at. So the people who held these shares before, the people owning Krispy Kreme, they cashed out. They've made a ton of money, and if they're selling anytime soon, they're going to be doing very, very well. They're going to be making out, just like we've seen with a lot of IPOs recently. But just know that Krispy Kreme, yeah, they might be that fun-loving donut company, but make sure you do your own research. Make sure you check some of these allegations out before you actually invest your hard-earned money. But that is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate it so much. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about Dnut? Are you guys investing? Are you buying? Are you selling? Are you staying away? Or are you keeping it on your radar? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.